This is big family living. It's so nice because you do get to work together. I love it. Love having age gap kids, really. Just never envisioned myself having them. Kids so far apart, but I love it. So if that ever happens to you guys and you can hear your tank dripping or anything, take care of it because it will cost you in the end in terms of
Hey guys,
look what's going on.
we're having so much fun. Right
Yet
now.
another project. Hey fam, Sarah here.
Hey,
Kayla
Aaron.
and Dad.
Yeah.
Dad's just taking care of the toilet. You guys saw us go shopping for the new toilet, so we got it and brought it home, and this is what's happening. What are you doing?
Cleaning off the old wax ring from the flanger.
Oh, and why do you have to do it?
Well, because you want to put a new wax ring on,
Mm-hmm.
and so you got to make sure that it's clean and
It's sealed.
seals well.
Oh, okay.
Right? So you do your best to give it the best opportunity for success. Anytime you're dealing with plumbing, you want to make sure that you clean up your project as much as you can.
And he's wearing gloves. Gloves are a must. Oh, anyways, guys. So I think I mentioned briefly in the last vlog that the toilet was dripping. What do you call that? What is it? It's just like
Leaking?
secretly. It's not leaking. It wasn't leaking, but what was it doing, babes?
It was just dripping from
Ooh.
it was constantly feeding
From the tank?
city water, right?
Yeah, it was constantly dripping, and we didn't know for a little bit, and then when we heard it, I don't know, we were supposed to get to it to do something and it didn't happen, and it was just getting progressively worse.
Yeah.
So if that ever happens to you guys and you can hear your tank dripping or anything, take care of it because it will cost you in the end in terms of like money, but the city doesn't often like that. Whichever city you live in don't like that, because whenever they see a certain amount of water being used in a household, they'll alert you if it's like going over, well over
Yeah.
a certain range.
They'll average it out.
Your water.
Yeah, because exactly, it could be a various things, but they generally notify you if they notice something crazy like that happening.
That's right.
So anyways, yeah, the girls are getting a new toilet. So the running joke, Dad didn't hear this, but the running joke is that the girls' toilet...
One more, probably.
Oh,
Sorry.
that's okay. The running joke is that the girls' toilet's broken, right? And now I figured out how I can get a new toilet for my bathroom.
Oh yeah, we do need a new toilet. For
We
our
need a
bathroom,
new
for
one.
sure.
Our toilet is just way too low.
Yeah, it's old.
Mm-hmm.
That's like an original toilet.
But so it's kind of weird. I don't know what they were using. The people who lived here were using the gauge. And then again, I don't know if they installed the toilets. But our toilet in our room is just way too low, and then this toilet in their bathroom is just way too high. It's just like a mosh podge. And then the one downstairs is normal, and then the one in the basement is high. It's like even higher than this. It's just so weird.
Yeah, it
It's
is
like
weird.
very, very strange things, but yeah, home renovation, another home renovation project. I told Babes he could have hired somebody to do this because he currently has so many different projects on the go. He had to pause the like the, what do you call it, the baseboards to do this, because this is actually a bit of an emergency.
Yeah, this is an emergency.
The girls need their bathrooms. We do have 4 bathrooms in our house. We have one in our master and they have theirs, and then one on the main level and the other in the basement. We do have the 3 showers, but who wants 3 teenagers to have to come and use their master suite to shower? Like, no thanks.
Yeah.
And then the other one is just so far away. We'd have to
Yeah.
send you to the basement all the time.
It's the worst in the middle of the night because then it's like you're making all this sound going down the stairs and stuff. And
Yeah.
the gate.
And correction, it's not even so much a shower because they could still use the shower. The shower is fine,
Yeah.
but it's just the
Shower
bathroom in general. Yeah, and having to remember to not use it. Hello.
Mm-hmm.
Not use it when it's turned off.
Literally.
But Dad, you should have told them to turn off the thing. You didn't tell them. To
turn
show
off the
them.
water?
Yeah, to show them how they could turn it on and off to flush it.
I showed Bree. But I guess she didn't decide to share.
Nope.
Probably not. Fun fact, I always say this, but when I met Aaron, I remember one of the first year, like year or two, when I bought him like tools, and he was like thinking like, you know, like what can I get? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He didn't know how to do a thing back then, and now he's so far gone. Like now he does everything himself. He's putting in pot lights, he's doing floorings. He literally does everything, and sometimes I will tell him, I'm like, we can hire someone for help. Not that the spending the money part is going to be fun, or getting someone to do it is, you know, convenient because whatever.
Yeah.
But he never wants to get help. He just wants to do it himself. And then there's so many projects kind of floating around. So sometimes it's challenging because he is only one person. They haven't invented the... What's that thing that can splice your husband into three? Yeah, cloning machine. If we had a cloning machine and we had a bunch of him, oh my gosh, that would be both bad, good and bad. That would be good. Huh? What's that?
We need more Michaela's.
How would you like it if you had like 5 dads?
That's so weird.
5 of him. Oh my gosh, they'd be all going off at the same time. It's like Multiplicity. We should see that movie. The girls haven't seen it.
No,
no.
You guys need to see that.
It makes me think my clones would probably be something. Why can't I speak? My clones would probably be something like how they're always pictured in Calvin and Hobbes. His clones, they're always exact copies of him to the point where they don't want to do what they're told. Like, you're like, hey, you know, I want to do something fun. You can do like my homework or something. And they'll be like, why would I do your homework?
And they are like, I don't know how do people do like, you know, like sister wives and stuff like that. Then again, sister wives is usually 5 women.
5 different.
Like, or a bunch, you know what I mean? A bunch of different women. You know, to some degree, I could understand the concept because, you know, there's just so many different people to go around too that you could get your own time.
Wow. Time to yourself, you said?
But it's just that part, like the whole sharing is caring, sharing your partner is not fun. Who wants to do that? I could see the pros to having like sisters, so to speak. You know what I mean? The community, just because there's like a bunch of different women, you can connect with them, you could understand them, you just have that community. But the other parts, I could never. I could never. I'm not knocking anyone. I just couldn't go there. And you, sir, over there, what about you? And how do you think you'd handle sister wives?
No way. I could never.
I think when Babes approached this toilet to tackle the job initially, he was getting cold feet. Can you say that outside of a wedding? He was getting cold feet and he wanted to save this toilet, which is a hot mess. I know it looks good from the outside, but it's gotta go. It's not functioning well. It's kind of stained on the inside and it's been for a while. Like, it just doesn't wash very well. It's a pretty old toilet. And this is a toilet that we've literally tried everything with. I tried to wash it with Coca-Cola, with vinegar, we did like the vinegar around the rim on like toilet paper. You leave it there for a while to soak in and dry. I've done everything with this one. And it's not popping. It's not changing. Nothing's working. So, yeah, it's getting the boot.
Sweet.
They don't make these toilets anyway.
They don't make them like they used to.
They don't make them like...
Say
hi. Say hi to the vlogs.
Hi.
Ignore these things, guys. We did laundry for the dog stuff this morning. Outside it's so snowy, so the dogs went out. Here, let me change my angle so I don't kill my back. But the dogs went out and they came in and they're like covered in snow and like ice balls just from being outside for a few minutes. So anyways, they got dried and stuff, and then we threw their things in. And because it's a few things, I generally like to put their towels and stuff to dry on here, like the banister, on the railing, just because it's not a lot of stuff and I don't want to throw it in the dryer for like just a couple things. And they're actually dried. I already put them there for maybe like an hour. Our house is warm. Huh, Michaela? Even though someone would always see the difference. It could be a sauna in here and Michaela would be like, it's cold.
It's always cold.
It's not cool. Look what she's wearing. I can't.
It's always cold.
It's not.
Hey fam.
Hey, hey.
Sarah here and the kiddos. Aaron is also here, but he is actually working on the other side. He's like working on little pieces of the baseboard. He hasn't been doing very much of that because his back is still hurting. But happy Sunday. I just wanted to come and touch base with you guys. Today is a soup kind of day. I think in Jamaica, when do we typically have soup? I think it's on Saturday. If y'all don't know, I live in Canada. But, you know, you keep the standards still. Like, we like to have soup. It's just not Saturday. Is that yummy? Are you excited? Ooh. Ooh, so yummy. Mmm. Want some soup? Yes, you love soup. Soup. So I'm about to retrieve the pepper out of my soup because we don't want this to burst in it accidentally while I'm stirring, because the people in this house, they don't love pepper that much. So I made a giant pot of deliciousness. I use drums in there, and I basically just let it cook until the meat just falls off the bone. So I'm sharing out dinner, and I just wanted to touch base with you guys and just give you guys a little bit of a glimpse on, I don't know, our Sunday night routine in a sense. So yeah, first thing is dinner. It's a Sunday night routine. We started with a nice delicious dinner. This is Babe's plate. And I'm gonna share what everyone else is. The kids are doing their part by helping to get the table clean. And yeah, I'm just sharing it out, and they're just gonna come and collect. There's like one little bone. You guys know there's one little piece of bone in the chicken thigh, and this girl doesn't even want it in their pot, in her plate. She's like, no bone. No bone. Miss Bougie.
Boneless chicken.
My gosh, you know you're spoiled when?
When you don't get bones in your chicken.
Yeah. Oh, here, Charlotte. Oh, you gotta give them this? Okay. And then it's Charlotte's food. Yeah. You guys get yourselves a spoon. Get yourself a spoon. And then I share out some for Zoe and then myself. I always share out my food last. I always share out hubby's foods first. You know, make him feel like, you know, the king or something like that. And then and I share out the kids, and then I share out mine after. So that's what we doing. Man, cooking it like this, like I said, if you let the bone fall off, then you can have those little tiny bones that are in there. It's just one piece off of each drum, and there's probably about 16 or 17 drum in this large pot that I made. So yeah, the kids are always excited for soup. Aaron's always excited for soup, so it's really nice. Oh, I have to mention, babes, the one that I made today is made a little, it's a different kind. It's not like the pumpkin mix. I usually use the pumpkin soup mix, but this one is just straight up just chicken noodles. Pardon? Here, there's dumpling. I'm giving you lots of dumpling and chicken. Ooh.
It's fantastic. Thank you.
Does it taste good? Lots of chicken here, Aaron.
Chicken. Hello.
I'm sorry my sweet potato kind of mashed out, but...
That's good.
Thank you, Mom.
No.
So I get a proper
Daddy,
napkin
there's
for...
paper towels. You've opened up.
Bree, bring this over there for Zoe for me. You want to help cut out her dumpling? Cut the dumpling for her?
Yeah, that's a big enough spoon for her, or is it too big?
Is it too big?
I think it's too big for Zoe.
That little girl, you see, love to act like she had 2 years old. Yeah, just cut it up for her.
Yeah.
I'll be right there to take over. Nice part about having a big family, guys. This is big family living. It's so nice because you do get to work together. I love it. Love having age gap kids, really. Just never envisioned myself having them. Kids so far apart. But I love it. And they help each other. How's the soup, guys?
Fantastic. Delicious.
The delicious?
It's delicious, yeah. It's very